Hey guys, Aaron Davis here. This is video blog number 7, Insanity Defined, and I want to share a story with you about something that took place here yesterday. I was walking downtown Nashville, and there's an insane asylum downtown with real high white gates, white fences, wooden fences. You can't really see over them. They're probably 8 or 10 feet tall. And as I was walking along the gate, I could hear the people on the other side, and they're screaming, 13, 13, 13, 13. I'm thinking, man, what in the world's going on? I'm trying to peek through the fence, but the fence is right next to each other. You can't see what's going on. And about 15 or 20 feet in front of me, I saw a knothole in the fence. And I walked up to that knothole, and I stuck my eye up to the hole real close. And when I looked in there, one of those dudes on the other side of the fence just poked me right in the eye. And I heard the crowd erupt on the other side, and everybody started screaming, 14, 14. Now, naturally, that didn't really happen. That's a joke. But it sets up the story that I'd like to share with you today about insanity. It would be insane for me at that point to walk up to that knothole again, stick my eye up to the fence, and expect anything less than a poke in the eye and the crowd screaming on the other side of the fence, 15, 15, because the experience has showed me that this is what's going to take place. And it takes me to the definition of insanity. The definition of insanity is to do what you've always done and expect different results. My pastor often says if you do what you've always done, you can expect to get what you've always got. The only way that we're ever going to see change in our lives, we're only going to see progress in our lives, the only way that we're ever going to see anything move forward in our lives, if we're not happy with the way things are now, or we know that things aren't right now, is to do something different, to cause there to be change in our lives. Otherwise, we're going to continue, if we make the same decisions, to get what we've always gotten. Now, in our lives, a lot of us are dealing with all kinds of different circumstances. Some of us deal with relationship problems. Some of us deal with problems with our weight. I'm one that constantly struggles with their weight. I gained over 10 pounds just over the Christmas holidays. And I stepped on a scale the other day, and I screamed like a little girl when I realized how much weight that I had gained. And so now I'm in the process of losing the weight. Now, I can't expect to lose the weight and continue to eat like I was during Christmas time. It just can't happen. If I continue to eat like I was eating, I'm going to continue to gain the weight like I had gained. Well, the same thing goes for our lives in general. If we expect things to move forward, if we expect for there to be progress, guys, we have to make decisions for change in areas that we are dissatisfied or we know are not going in the right direction. I can say in my own life that the point in which I noticed the greatest change is when I decided to live my life for God. And that's not intended to be cliche, nor is it intended to be a Christianese statement, one of those statements that only Christians would understand. But honestly, when I finally decided that, I was tired of getting the results in my life that I had gotten up until that point, and turned my life over to the Lord and actually began to serve Him and do things really the way that He intended for us to do them when He created us, I started to see change. I started to see progress. I started to find myself being happy in times when I was experiencing difficulties in the past. And that's not to say that everything's been rosy. Those of you who know my life story know that a couple guys tried to kill me in 2006, and I didn't deserve it, but it happened. And but through all of that, I could feel that I wasn't alone. There's been so many times that I've spoken with people, and they feel like they've got nowhere to turn to, and they feel so alone. I can say I didn't feel alone during that time. It was difficult. It was hard, but I knew I could always turn to God and that He was hearing my prayers and that He cared about what was going on in my life. And guys, He cares about what's going on in your life. He cares about what decisions you're making today and how they're affecting your tomorrow. And I think that in most of our lives, it's high time that we begin to evaluate the decisions that we've made in the past and maybe start making decisions for our future that better us. And I propose today that the answer in my life and the answer in so many people's lives that I've come across, so many people that I've seen helped, have been a solid relationship with Jesus, a solid relationship with God. When they finally turned their lives over to the Lord, they found that things began to change. I could share with you probably hundreds of emails that people have sent me where when they did things according to the way God would have them to do them, that things changed dramatically in their lives. So I'm encouraging you today, guys. Don't do things the way that you've always done them. And if you're tired of getting the results that you've always had, maybe it's time to change a perspective, have a paradigm shift, and look to God for the answers that you're seeking. He's there. He cares. He wants to answer your prayers. Little poem. I had no idea that was coming. But anyway, I love you guys. And sincerely, I care deeply about your lives. I care deeply about what's going on in them. And as always, if you can dig it, say word.
Oh, come and be healed. Oh, come and be filled by the Spirit of the Lord. It's only by the name of Jesus. By the Spirit of the Lord. Take him to the schoolyard. You can lead a horse to water, but can't make him drink. Give a man a brain, but you can't make him think. You can smile all day and not be happy, and you can get your hair did and it can still be nappy. You can sleep all night and not get no rest. You can be number one and not be the best. Everybody ain't out drinking juice and gin. Some of us love the Lord and we living for Him. You can know where you stand at and still be lost. I got a new life for free, but boy did it cost. Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord. Say, Father, I need you, one mind, one accord. Come on. Come and be filled. Let the Lord fill you. Come and be healed. Come and be healed. Let the Lord heal you now. Oh, come and be filled by the Spirit.